All right, welcome back to another game of On Base Baseball. My name is Brian Happerkamp, and I'm the designer and creator of On Base. In this game, we're going to be continuing our 2022 Braves Instant Replay, and this will be the Braves at the Cubs. This was played on June 17th, 2022. It's game number 65 for the Braves, so less than 100 to go now. I think they're 4 or 5 games out of first place, but in this game, in the actual game, they had their 14-game winning streak broken by the Cubs. It was a 1-0 game. We'll see how it turns out on the tabletop. Let's just go through the lineups. It'll be Acuna in right, Swanson at shortstop, Wrigley hitting third, Olson cleanup at first base, d'Arnaud catching, Ozuna is the DH, Duvall in left, Arcia at second base, and Michael Harris the second in center field. Pitching for the Braves will be Charlie Morton. He's got a 405 FIP. He can go 24 batters. Yesterday, I think he pitched 7 or 8 scoreless innings, 7 scoreless innings. And Braves gave up the lead, gave up a really close play at the plate. It was a sac fly in the 8th inning, bottom of the 8th. For the Cubs, it'll be Morel in center field, Contreras DHing, Patrick Wisdom at third. Ian Happ is the cleanup man, having a very excellent season. He's playing left. Frank Schwindel at first base. Nico Horner is the shortstop. Jan Gomes is catching. Jason Hayward in right. And Andrelton Simmons playing second base, not shortstop in this game. It'll be Keegan Thompson, the young right-hander for the Cubs. He also pitched very well. I think he went 7 innings and threw a scoreless 7 innings, which is, at 13 batters, that's going to be quite a bit for him. But he's already pitching out of this last column, so if he pitches well, I suppose it's possible to reproduce that here. All right, I expect some fireworks here as Charlie Morton will be pitching out of this column. Thompson will be pitching out of this column. And the Braves have cooled off a little bit. Bottom of the order is heating up. Top of the order is cooling off just a little bit. But Swanson still having a very good season. He is not cooling off. All right, so the first inning. Top of the first inning, it'll be Acuna, Swanson, and Riley facing off against Keegan Thompson. It's a 1-5. A 1-5 to a 28. It's going to be a ground out. Right back to the pitcher. He takes care of it for out number 1. Excuse me. Allergies are getting me a little bit. A 3-6. A 3-6 to a 15. That's going to be off of the pitcher column. So that's going to be a walk from Keegan. 3-6 is one of those gotcha numbers. Let's go ahead and steal with Swanson. A 1-6 on the D9, and he'll be safe. And he's in there easily with the stolen base. And so Swanson is standing at second base in scoring position for Austin Riley. Riley is a 26 batting runs. Here's a 4-4 to a 26. It's going to be another walk. So back-to-back walks for the right-hander. And Olson is up with 2 ducks on the pond and only 1 out. That's a 4-5. 4-5 to a 26 is just a single. Last week, that would have been a 3-run jack. But here's a base knock for Riley. Olson. Let's go ahead and Swanson's speed is a 6. Let's go and try to score him from second base. A 1-6 on the D9, and he'll be safe at home. And he is safe. So that's an RBI single for Matt Olson, and already the Braves are doing better than they did yesterday. Here's d'Arnaud, the catcher. He's a 3 batting runs. A 4-6 to a 3 is going to be a double play or a strikeout, and that's going to be around the horn, 5-4-3. So the out is here, and that's out number 2 and out number 3, and Keegan gets out of that one. Sorry. Having given up only 1 run. All right, so we go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves are up 1-0. First three for the Cubs would be Morel, Contreras, and Wisdom. Against Charlie Morton. Here's a 4-5 to a 1. 4-5 to a 1 is going to be a fly ball to straightaway center. And the center fielder is Harris, and he puts it away. Here's a 5-5 to a 27. 5-5 to a 27 is going to be a line out or a pop out. If this D9 is 7 or more, it's a line out 2, right back to the pitcher. So Morton gets his glove up just in time, and he takes care of Contreras. Patrick Wisdom up now, a 1-2 to an 8. He is going to be a grounder right in front of the in front of home plate, and Darno jumps out on it, gets it over to first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Cubs in the first inning. 1-0 Braves as we head to the top of the second. It'll be Ozuna, Duvall, and Arcia against Keegan Thompson. Here is a 1-6. 1-6 to a 1 is going to be a fly out. So fly ball to straightaway right field for out number 1. The right fielder is Hayward, and he squeezes it for the out. Duvall up now. He's playing left in this game. He's a -6 batting runs, but that's actually up from where he was last week, so he's playing much better. Here's a 3-5 to a -6, and that's going to be a strikeout. And we'll call that one strikeout looking. So Duvall goes down and brings up Arcia. Arcia's been playing very well in a backup role, playing for the injured Ozzie Albies, who you won't see in these games for a while. I think he's scheduled to be back in August, so fractured his foot. It's going to be a 3-3 to a 7, and that's going to be a home run. So Arcia unloads as he hits one deep to right center field, and that's going to be a solo home run for Arcia. And the Braves take a 2-0 lead. Here's Michael Harris II. A 1-2 to a 1 is going to be a ground out. He grounds out to the second baseman. Gets him by a couple of steps, and Simmons does. And the Braves put up another run in the second off of Keegan Thompson. It's 2-0 Atlanta as we go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Ian Happ, Frank Schwindel, and Nico Horner to the plate. Here's a 2-3. 2-3 to Happ is going to be a ground out with an error check. So that's back to the pitcher. And possible error. Let me check. Charlie Morton. Hold on. Let's see. Chucky Morton. I don't think I'm going to find him on here. Let me pause this for a second, and I'll get his rating. Okay, Morton is listed as a plus defender. So on a 2, he's going to make the play. And that will be out number 1. So he goes 1-3 on the put out to Happ. There's a 2-5 to Schwindel. Schwindel is a -2. And a 2-5 to a -2 is going to be a fly out with an error check. That's a fly out to Duvall and left. No error on the play. So we got F7 on the put out. And it's Nico Horner at 2-5. Same to a -2 is going to be the same. A fly out to center field this time. And no error. And that's going to be the third out of the inning. So the Cubs go down 3 in a row again. So 6 up, 6 down for Charlie Morton. And we head to the top of the third. Braves are up 2-0. And they're going to turn the lineup back over to Acuna. Here's a 2-3 against Keegan Thompson. 2-3 is going to be a ground out with an error check. So that's to the shortstop Horner. Horner is a plus fielder, so only a 1 would be an error. So he makes the play over to first base. And Schwindel squeezes it for the out. Out number 1. 2 ground outs for Acuna in this game. Here's a 1-1 to the shortstop Swanson. A 1-1 is blank here. And a 1-1 to a 15 is going to be a double. So a 2-bagger into the left center field gap as Swanson drives that one all the way to the wall. And he's at second base again for the second straight at-bat. Here's a 1-1 to a 26, and same result, back-to-back doubles. This one to right center as Riley goes the other way with a fastball, and that's going to be an RBI double for Austin Riley. And the Braves, for the third straight inning, get a run. It's 3-0 Atlanta. Here's a 3-4 to a 26. 3-4 to a 26 is going to be a home run chance. If it says home run or K8, so if this is an 8 or greater, it's a strikeout. Otherwise, it's a home run. And this time, Olsen doesn't miss and hammers that pitch deep to center field. It's just a 2-run home run. So that's 2 more on the board, and the Braves now have a 4-5 nothing lead. There were several home runs in the game yesterday that would have been home runs, but with the wind blowing in off the lake, it's tough at Wrigley when the wind starts blowing in. But there are a couple that were they were hit to the warning track, so they would have been gone for sure. Would have changed the game. Here's a 2-4 to a 3. 2-4 to a 3 is going to be a double play or strikeout. Take the strikeout there with nobody on base. And so that's going to be out number 2. And that brings up Ozuna. He flied out to right field, his first at bat. And he's going to strike out here looking as Keegan comes back strong with 2 strikeouts to end the inning. He does give up 3, and the Braves take a 5-0 lead as we head into the bottom of the third. It's a bottom of the order, Gomes, Hayward, and Simmons against Morton. Here's a 6-6 to a -4. And that's going to be a long single. Gomes' speed is only a 5, so he's going to stop at first. Nobody on base, so it doesn't really matter. With Hayward to the plate, there's a 1-2 to Hayward. He's a -8, and it's going to be a ground out with a runner advance. So a little tapper in front of the mound that the pitcher makes a play on. Morton goes 1-3 on the put out, but that does advance the runner to second base on the fielder's choice. So Gomes at second in scoring position with only 1 out. Andrelton Simmons to the plate. A 1-4. So Charlie Morton is coming out of this column. A 1-4 is going to be a walk. Not a terribly bad thing, as it keeps the double play in order now. So Morrell is up. He flied out to center field in his first at bat. Here's a 4-6 to a 1. 4-6 to a 1 is the double play that we've been looking for. So that's going to be 4-6-3. As we go Arcia to Swanson to Olsen. And that's going to get the Braves out of the inning. So it's out number 2, out number 3. And the Braves roll them up. And another 0 for the Cubs. 5-0 is our score as we go to the top of the 4th. And it's going to be Duvall, Arcia, and Harris to the plates against Keegan Thompson. Here's an 8. How's he doing? So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So he's actually still pitching out of this last column. So maybe we can squeeze one more inning out of him. 4-4 to a -6 is going to be a long single. Because he has a 6 speed, Duvall's going to turn that into a hustle double. So he's going to wind up at second as he pokes one down the right field line. And Hayward was playing him a little bit to center field, so it took him a minute to get to it, and he's going to get in there for a double. Brings up Arcia. Arcia had a solo bomb in his last at bat. No such luck here, as a 1-3 to a 7 is going to be a ground out to the first baseman. But that will advance the runner over to third. So good job of Arcia hitting the ball the other way. And Harris up now with the runner in scoring position and only 1 out. Here's a 3-5 to a 1. This could be a strikeout. And it is. And the opportunity is squandered to get the run in. But Acuña's up, a 1-5 to a 28. 1-5 to a 28 is going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Third baseman is Wisdom, and he's got it over to first, and Schwindel's got it for the out. And finally, they hold the Braves scoreless as the Braves get no runs on 1 hit. They strand a runner at third, and we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Contreras, Wisdom, and Happ against Charlie Morton. Here's a 2-5 to a 27. 2-5 to a 27 is going to be a fly out with an error check. So fly ball to straightaway right. And the right fielder is Acuna. He makes the play on the ball. And that's going to be out number 1. Patrick Wisdom up. Here's a 1-2 to an 8. That's a ground out to Swanson at short. And he fires it over to first to get the runner for out number 2. Ian Happ, the left fielder, he grounded out to Charlie Morton his last at bat. Here's a 1-5 to a 20. 1-5 to a 20 is going to be another grounder. And this time to the second baseman. And 3 up, 3 down go the Cubs in the 4th. 5-0 Atlanta as we head to the top of the 5th. It will be Swanson, Riley, and Olson. We're keeping an eye on Thompson. See if things get out of hand here. 1-1 to a 15. So 1-1 to a 15. Another double for Swanson. As he tattoos this one, goes the other way. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Scored 2 runs already. He's got a couple of doubles. Here's a 5-5 to a 26. But that's a line out or a pop out if a D9 is a 7. So it's going to be a pop out. And we'll just say a pop out to the second baseman. So P4, Riley can't move the runner, and it's going to be 1 out with a runner in scoring position for Matt Olson, who had a 2-run bomb in his last at bat. Here's a 2-3. 2-3 to a 26. 2-3 to a 26 is going to be a grounder to the shortstop. Let's check the error. No error on the play, so Horner makes the play over to Schwindel. Holds the runner at second as the play is made in front of Swanson. He's not going to chance it by going to third. And that brings up d'Arnaud. That's a 2-4. 2-4 is going to be a strikeout of d'Arnaud, and that's his second straight strikeout. Keegan gets out of that one, Keegan Thompson, and that's his second scoreless inning. So, proving that you can still pitch well. I even out of this last column. You can pitch very badly, but you can pitch very well out of this last column as well. So he has actually gone 5 innings here, so that's good. 5-0 lead for Atlanta. That's bad. And Schwindel, Horner, and Gomes are coming up against Charlie Morton. It's going to be a tough road with old Charlie Morton on the mound. Here's a 2-5. 2-5 to a -2. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Let's check the error on Acuna. Possible error. Acuna is a minus defender, and he gets there, but the ball pops out. And that's going to be an E9 as Acuna makes, excuse me, a rare error out there. And Schwindel is on with the first batter of the inning. Here's a 1-4 to Horner, 1-4 to a -2. Where's Charlie at? He can go 24 better, so he's good. 1-4 to a -2 is going to be a walk or hit by pitch. So that is an error followed by a walk, and a storm is brewing in this inning. And let's see how Morton gets out of it. Here's Yan Gomes, a 2-4 to a -4. 2-4 to a -4 is going to be a double play or a strikeout. And that's right back to the pitcher. So he's going to go to second base for 1. And he's going to go 1-6-3. And that is out number 1, out number 2. And that pushes the runner over to third base on the fielder's choice. So runner at third now, and a double play going 1-6-3 as Morton makes a good strike to second base. And it's going to be Jason Hayward now with a runner in scoring position. Here's a 4-5 to Hayward, who is a -8, and that's going to be a fly ball to straightaway left, sort of deep, but playable by Duvall as he goes back on it and makes the play. So no runs for the Cubs. The error doesn't hurt the Braves, and we head to the top of the 6th inning. Still 5-0 Atlanta. Keegan Thompson still going for the Cubs. Charlie Morton still going for the Braves. And it will be Ozuna, Duvall, and Arcia in the 6th inning for Atlanta. Here's a 1-3 to a 1. 1-3 to a 1's a ground out to the first baseman. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that's going to be out number 1. The 2-3 to a -6. another ground out, this time with an error check. So that's an error check on the second baseman. It is Andrelton Simmons, one of the best fielders in the game, and he scoops it up, and he is over to first to make the play. And here is Arcia. Arcia's homered in this game. He's 1 for 2. There's a 1-3. He's not going to homer this time. 1-3 to a 7 is a ground out, and that will be to the shortstop Horner. And he makes a strong throw to first to get Arcia, and 1-2-3 go the Braves in the 6th. 5-0 Atlanta as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Simmons at the bottom of the order, and then back to the top with Morel and Contreras. There's a 1-1 to a -14. Charlie is he pitching out of this one? So 9-17 batters. Yep. So he's still pitching out of the second column. That's going to be a K, and he gets Simmons looking on a fastball in the corner, and that's out number 1. Morel now is 0 for 2. He hit into a inning-ending double play in his last at bat. Impressive rookie, though, playing really well for the Cubs. Here's a 1-3 to a 1. Another ground out, this time to the second baseman. Arcia over to Olsen, and that's out number 2. Contreras to the plate. He has hit the ball hard a couple times, but nothing to show for it. There's a 4-6. That's going to be a double play. He's a 27. Yep. So a double play or a strikeout, and we're going to take the strikeout there, and that's going to be another K for Charlie Morton. 3 up, 3 down go the Cubs in the 6th. And we're headed to the top of the 7th inning. It's going to be Harris, Acuna, and Swanson against the youngster Keegan Thompson, who has settled in nicely after those first 3 innings. He's facing Harris. Harris is a rookie center fielder. Here's a 3-4 to a -1. 3-4 to a -1 is going to be a double as he wraps one straightaway center over the center fielder's head, and he will stand up at second base. Well, we'll see if Thompson, what he can do here. We'll leave him in the game. It's going to be Acuna. Acuna's 0 for 3. Thompson has handled him so far. Here's a 3-4 to a 28, and not going to handle him here as a home run or a strikeout. If the D9 is a 8 or more, it's a strikeout. Otherwise, it's a home run. And left him in one batter too long. Always happens. So that's a 2-run jack for Ronald Acuna Jr., who goes to dead central and hits it out into the bushes in center field. And that's going to be it for Keegan Thompson. Let's get a new pitcher for the Cubs as Thompson goes 6 strong innings, 6 okay innings. He gives up 7 runs. And we'll get a new pitcher for the Cubs. New pitcher for the Cubs is going to be Chris Morton, the right-hander. I'm doing this mostly to pit him against his old team. He played for Atlanta last year, but also to stop the bleeding. He's going to be facing the heart of the order. It's Swanson, Riley, and Olsen, and they need to bring in someone who can pitch well. He's going to be pitching out of the second column. He's got a 3.65 FIP, and Thompson goes 6 innings and gives up 7 runs. The 2-run jack to Acuna puts the Braves up 7-0, and it's going to be Swanson, who is 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. He's got 2 doubles on the day. Here's a 3-6. They're going to get him out this time. Looks like a 3-6 to a 15, and that's going to be a fly out down the left field line, and the left fielder Happ comes in hard to the line, and he makes the play for out number 1. So 1 down in the 7th. It'll be Austin Riley to the plate. He has doubled and scored a run back in the 3rd inning. So a 1-6 is going to be a fly ball. That's straightaway left, hit well, but Happ is out there and it's playable. So 2 outs in the inning, both made by Happ. There's a 4-5 to a 26. This is Olsen, and that will be a single. So that's 2 times that happened here too. Twice for him that last week that would have been a home run. and because you can see that he's dropped under 30 batting runs for the first time this season. It's going to be Darno to the plates. 2-5 to Darno. 2-5 to A3. Is a fly ball down the left field line to Hap. It's deep in the corner, and Hap gets there, and he makes the play and holds on. So that's going to be all 3 outs made by Ian Happ in left field in this inning. And the Braves go down, no runs on 1 hit. They do leave 1 on base with the Olsen hit. He's now 3 for 4. We'd love to see some games like that from him. And Morton comes in and does the job. It is going to be Charlie Morton up against Wisdom, Hap, and Schwindel. We got 18, 19, 20. He can go 24 before we have to drop him down. He's in this column here. This will be 2-4. That's going to be a strikeout. And he gets him on the curve ball as Wisdom is down swinging. 1-6 to Ian Happ is going to be a fly out. And that's going to be a fly ball to straightaway right that Acuna takes care of for out number 2. And Frank Schwindel now a 2-5 to a -2. 2-5 to a -2 is a fly out with an error check. So that's into the gap in left center. And we're going to be checking it off of Duvall, who's a plus fielder. Doesn't matter here as he makes the play in left center. And that's going to be 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. 7-0. I'm sorry, I didn't add the 2 runs here. That's 2 runs. So 5, 6, 7 is our score. 7-0 Atlanta as we go to the top of the 8th. We are going to let Morton go 1 more inning. He's at 4 and he's starting at his stamina. So we're going to just let him stay there. He's still pitching out of this column here. Not really a 2-inning guy, but we're going to see if that works out here. 3-3. 3-3 to a 1 is going to be a home run, of course. And Ozuna greets him with a solo shot to down the right field line. Just stayed fair and fought through the wind to get it out. And that's going to be an 8-0 lead now for Atlanta. Here's a 1-6, another fly ball from Duvall, but this one's going to stay in the park because he hits it to dead center. And that'll be out number 1 as the center fielder Morrell makes the play. RC up now. He's 1 for 3 with a home run. There's a 1-2. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher, and Morton right back at him makes the play over to first for out number 2. And Harris, the batter now, he's 1 for 3 with a double. This is going to be a walk, I believe. So 1-4 to a 5 is going to be a walk as Harris gets on base for his second time. And Acuna, who's fresh off of a 2-run home run in the last inning, comes up. It's a 5-5. 5-5 to a 28 batting runs is a line out or a pop out. It's going to be a line out to the second baseman, so he scalds it again. But Simmons is there, reaches out, and he makes the play for out number 3. The Braves do get 1 on the Ozuna home runs, 8-0 now. And Charlie Morton's at 23 batters, so this is going to be his last inning before he has to drop down. We'll see. Maybe he can just throw a complete game. That'd be great. Nico Horner is up. He is 0 for 1. Here's a 2-3. That's going to probably make him 0 for 2. It's a grounder to the second baseman. And Arcia is up to the challenge. That is 1 out. Yan Gomes now the catcher. There's a 4-5 to Gomes, who's a -4. And that will be a fly out to right center field. And the center fielder Harris is going to take care of that one. That brings up Jason Hayward. We're in the bottom of the inning, or the 8th, with 2 outs. Cubs down 8-0, and Hayward at the plate. That's going to be a fly ball hit well to right center field. On his horse is Michael Harris, and he makes the out. He makes the play in center field, and that's going to be out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Charlie Morton. He's had quite a few of those in this game. Pitched very well as he pitched in the actual game. So I think he was like 68 pitches in 6 innings or something. So he was throwing really well. That was good to see. All right, let's get a new pitcher for the Cubs. No need to leave Morton out there anymore. And I'll get that right now. All right, new pitcher for the Cubs in the 9th inning is going to be, I think it's Michael. Could be McCall, but I think it's Michael. Michael Gibbons, and he's got a 4.61 FIP, and he can pitch to 4 batters before he gets tired. And he actually came into the game, which is why I'm choosing him, but also it's a bit of a blowout. It's a 4.61 FIP, so he's going to be pitching out of this 3rd column here. And he'll be facing off against Swanson, Riley, and Olson, who have done quite a bit of damage here. Swanson is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored, 2 doubles. It's a 4-5, 4-5 to a 15 will be a single, so he adds another hit, and he's just been scorching hot on the tabletop. I think he's got like 8 hits in the last 2 or 3 games that I've played. So he's at first base with Austin Riley to the plate. Here's a 2-3. 2-3 is going to be a ground out to the second baseman. Let's check the error. No error on the play. So we're going to assume that out at second base. And now we're going to roll against Riley's speed, which is a 6. And they can't get him. So, oh, they do get him. I'm sorry. So it's higher than his speed rating. So they're going to get him. And that'll be a 4.63 double play. That clears the bases. So the rule on that is 1 to 6. His speed is a 6. So from 1 to 6, he's safe and he beats it out. If you roll greater than his speed rating, then they get him in the field on a double play. So I like that with the double plays. It's going to be Olson to the plate now. Nobody on and 2 outs. Here's a 6-6 to a 26, and that's going to be a long single. Olson, not a lot of speed, so he's going to stop at first base, and it's going to be d'Arnaud to the plate. A 1-5 to a 3. 1-5 to a 3 is a single. So d'Arnaud gets his first hit of the ball game, and that puts the runners at first and second with Ozuna up. He had a home run his last at bat. Here's a 3-4 to a 1. Could be another one. Nope, that's going to be a double. So a 2-bagger. He is going to score 1. It's going to score Riley, and it's going to push Olson to third base. Or I'm sorry, d'Arnaud scores Olson. And that's an RBI. So 2 RBIs in the game for Ozuna, and the lead is now 3-6-8-9 to nothing. And here's a 2-4, and that's going to be a strikeout with 2 outs already in the inning. And he gets Adam Duvall looking for out number 3. So that'll be it for the Braves in this game, but they do tack on one more. Only 3 innings in this game where they didn't have any runs scored. So Gibbons comes in, gives up 1. And that's going to lead to 1 more inning for Charlie Morton. He's going to be finally dropped down to this column. He's at 27-26, and his stamina is 24. So we're going to take him from column 2 to column 3, and we'll see how he does here if he can finish the game out. He's facing Simmons, and then back to the top of the order with Morel and Contreras. It's a 3-6. Simmons is 0 for 1. 3-6 to a -14. That's going to be a walk. Now, dropping him down a column actually affected him there. That's going to be a walk. So the thought is the pitcher's going to get a little bit more tired here as their ERA should go up as they're getting tired, right? And in these 2 columns, you get a lot more walks, a lot fewer strikeouts, and that seems to be the profile of bad pitchers in this column. So it's going to be Simmons at first, Morel at hitting. Here's a 3-3 to a -1 is a home run. And so Morel takes him deep. Charlie Morton gets touched up here for 2 runs in the 9th inning as the youngster Morel goes deep to right center field, opposite field, a shot at Wrigley Field. Puts it over the 385 sign. Ivy's growing out. And Contreras, here's a 4-5 to a 27. 4-5 to a 27 is a base knock. I think we're starting to see Charlie get banged around a little bit here. And let's go and make a pitch change before give up any more runs on this gem. Okay, into the game is going to be Darren O'Day, the right-handed side armor. He's going to be pitching out of column 2. Charlie Morton goes 8 innings, gives up 2 runs. He's also responsible for this runner on base here. So let's see if O'Day can hold them. He's going to be, like I said, pitching out of this column. It is Patrick Wisdom, the third baseman. He's an 8 batting runs. So here's a 3-5 to an 8, and that'll be a strikeout. So O'Day gets him on a slider, and that's out number 1. There's a 1-2 to Ian Happ, who's a 20, and that'll be a ground out. Right back to the pitcher, and so we're going to assume that out at second base, as he is, oh, I'm sorry, it's a ground out with a runner advance, so he's going to advance automatically, and we're going to go 1-3 on the put out. For the 1-2s, it's a ground out with a runner advance, so like he had to come up and make a play at the line or something like that, and not able to make the throw to second. So the throw is to first, and 2 down with Frank Schwindel at the plate. Schwindel is 0 for 3. He reached on an error back in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth inning. And there's a runner at second base, Contreras. So let's see what Schwindel can do. That's a 2-6 to a -2. 2-6 to a -2 is going to be a ground out to the second baseman. Arcia's got it over to Olson, and that is going to be your ball game. So the Cubs do get 2 in the 9th, but that's not nearly enough against the Braves barrage. So it's going to be 4-7-9 to 2 as Charlie Morton goes 8 innings. He gives up only 2 runs. O'Day comes in and shuts it all down. I will come back with the totals after this, but the Braves win this one 9-2 at Wrigley Field. All right, we're back with the totals. For the Braves, it's going to be 9 runs on 15 hits and 1 error on Acuna. For the Cubs, it's 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. Clean defensive game, but they scored their 2 runs in the 9th inning off of Charlie Morton. Players of the game are Matt Olson and Charlie Morton. Couldn't decide who. Olson goes 4 for 5 with a home run, 2-run homer, and also scored 2 runs. Morton goes 8 innings, gives up 3 hits and 2 runs, 3 walks and 3 Ks. O'Day came in to the 9th inning, sort of shut down any rally the Cubs might have as he goes 1-2-3 on Chicago. For Acuna, for the Braves, notables are Acuna with a 2-run home run. Dansby Swanson stays hot. He goes 3 for 4 with a couple of runs scored. Ozuna with a home run, solo home run, and an RBI double goes 2 for 5. And that's really the notables for them. For Chicago, Thompson, the starter, takes the loss. 6 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 5 Ks, and 2 walks. Martin and Givens, the relievers, both came in and gave up 1 run apiece. Morel with the 2-run home run, that's his, that accounted for the 2 runs for Chicago, and really that was it. They only had 3 hits in the game, and that was one of them. They didn't strike out much. They did hit the ball, but just couldn't make anything happen, really. A lot of short innings here. A lot of short innings against Charlie Morton. So Morton was great. The Cubs offense through here was really great. And you can see lots of hits down through the middle of the order and lots of RBIs down through the middle of the order, top to number 6. They were all clicking and producing. The real game again was 1-0. It was a win. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Cubs scored 1. And on the tabletop, the Braves continue their streak to 15 games, which would have been tied for a franchise record for the history of that franchise, a very old franchise, tying the 2013 team. I think it was the 13 team or the 2000. I don't remember what it was. I think it's 2013. So this is our Braves Instant Replay, playing the first series of every game in 2022, or first game of every series in 2022 for the Braves. So they take down Chicago 9-2. If you want to get access to the same roster sheets that I'm using to get these projected values for the entire season, you can join the Facebook group for On Base Baseball. That's the place where I'm exclusively putting those roster sheets every week. And every time they're updated, I put them on there. So when you see me playing a game, those are all completely updated as to the day that we're playing the game, or the day that the game is played. So they were updated to June 17th. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else right now. You can purchase On Base Baseball at onbasebaseball.com. And we actually have several other games, On Base Advanced, and there's a quick play baseball game as well. It's a lot of fun. And you can just sort through all the different versions of On Base, some with cards, some with roster sheets, and they each offer a different sort of playing experience. All right, I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.